Hey guys, welcome back to another Moondog Trading video. Tonight's video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and what happened in today's recent, I guess, crash, you could call it, but we kind of knew what direction it was going from, the video I did a couple days ago when we talked about, which way the market is what direction the market's going to go. And we kind of had that on my moon chart. But now we're looking at Bitcoin currently right now. What happened, guys? Where did we see this line in the sand today? Well, we saw it at the 200-day moving average, which is this blue line. If I click on this, you can see 200-day moving average. That's where we saw a little bounce from there, and we also closed the daily up above this trend. So you remember what I told you guys in yesterday's video. I know, sorry about yesterday's video, guys, by the way. I didn't realize I recorded it and posted it, and I didn't realize that 5 minutes of the sound was off, and I was having internet problems. I don't know what was going on yesterday, but everything was a little bit out of whack. So I do apologize for that. But we talked about this trend and it getting a 2-day candle closing underneath here. So we didn't get, today's candle didn't close underneath it. We didn't open up underneath it. So these are good signs. Okay. With that being said, could we see a little pop to the upside and then have it roll over again and go a little bit lower before we start moving back up? That's a possibility. Okay, that is a possibility. If we can break back above, let's say 102, 103 area, then yeah, we'll be good. But we're far from that right now. Okay, so what would we be looking at if this breaks down any farther? Let's look here. We're going to get our fib from this low here, from this high. Let's see. We're looking around. I must have that 73 marked for a reason. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see some resistance there. So it would be, let's see. Let me get something on this 69 because you can see where it got rejected here. So, all right. Let's see. We're going to get the golden fib. We're going to put a line here at 69. And then we're going to get rid of this. And then we're going to have our range, guys. Okay. Now we got our range. If this thing breaks down, where's it going to go? Get this unlocked here. Where's this going? We're going to go. Oh, shoot. I hit the wrong drawing. Where's my rectangle? Here we go. So we're going to go from here to here. And this will be our range, guys. From the 73,835 area to 70,000 area. So in between this range. It could be anywhere in between there. That's where I'd be looking for some kind of bounce area if this thing does break down. Currently, let's see, the daily is still looking ugly, but I think the 12-hour is not doing too good either. Let's see, 84,000. So when does that candle close? Let me see. When does that? Where's my timer? 10 hours. So we got a long time on that one. Sorry about my cat. She wants to play. Not right now, Mia. Let's see, 6 hours. Go 6-hour time frame. This is where it's looking a little bit better for a possible bounce. You got some bullish divergence here forming. We got volatility rising. But let's see, how much time is it? 4 hours. If this candle doesn't close in the next 4 hours above 85,000, then yeah, I mean, it might get ugly again. So we'll see what happens there, guys. But for right now, we are holding up on this trend. Could there be a little bounce and then a rollover? Sure, that could happen. Let's look at the 5-day chart. Okay, let's look at the 5-day chart. And you could see all this down here, how we got all this just with the fib. And look at all this resistance that came in here. Boom, boom. These are all 5-day candles. Each one of these is 5 days. Oh, wow. Guys, I should have looked at this 5-day chart. Okay, we got a target here, guys. If you guys watch my videos, And you guys know, you watch my videos, we talk about these bottoms where we talk about, I'm going to show you guys right now how you can, it's an easy way to look at this stuff. So you got right here the W. Boom, 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 boom. And then the break of the W right there. And then you get your skyrocket, right? That shows a bottom right there. Let me delete that last line. Okay. Well, when you're looking for tops, guys, you look for an M pattern. Okay. So we got one right here. Boom, boom, boom. And then this broke. And that was the end of, that was the downhill start right there. Okay. So now how would we get a target off of this? Wow. I can't believe I didn't chart the 5-day the other day. I would have noticed this right away. But we were looking for direction out of the sideways pattern because it was trading sideways for so long. Look at all these are 5 days, and this is just, almost a month full of just sideways. And then finally we got our direction. Let's see where we can come up with this here. Let's see where we can come up with this, guys. Right here. Boom. Oh man, oh wow, look how this is lining up, guys. Well, there you go, guys. I mean, there you go. Okay. I mean, our target would be down here in our green box off of this double top M pattern. Okay, so is that what we're looking at? It possibly may be. Okay, let's see if this trend doesn't hold, then we'll be looking for the next trend, which would be down in this green box. So could we see something like this where we come down, which is looking very likely right now, guys. It is looking very, very likely right now that we come down into this green box. Okay. Could we see something like this where it comes up on that 6 hour, maybe comes back down, then hits this green box plus this trend? Then once that happens, we want to make sure that we can break this trend and not roll back over. So we want to see a couple dailies candles closing above that area right there at 89,000 and some change to make sure we don't roll over on this, guys. Because yeah, this is looking looks like something like that's going to happen. Okay. So what we'll have to do is check it when we hit here, check the volume, check out our indicators, and then check and see if this thing doesn't roll back over when we get up to this trend. We'll leave that trend for now until it breaks, right? Until then, this is all noise, but technical analysis shows that, that double top on that 5-day chart is not looking it's not looking healthy for us right up here. Okay, it looks really ugly if you're bullish. If you're bearish, then yeah, you're living the dream. Okay, so let's see what else do we have here. Volatility to the upside, stochastic momentum, guys. A lot of times where you can see the direction of a lot of the moves with charting before it happens is when you see either volume or high volatility as the stochastic is on its coming down. Okay, that is bad. That shows the direction of where that. I don't care if the volatility. It could be up here or down here. It doesn't matter. It's just showing that it's high volatility, and at the same time, the momentum is coming to the downside. Okay, let's check our MACD on the 5-day. Oh, this thing's far away, man. It's getting far away. Some of these things. Let's check our we got this reversal on the RSI, not looking good. Basically, guys, let's see. How much time is left? 2 days. So we're going to have to get through this 5-day candle, and hopefully this stochastic number will actually change and come down a little bit. And then we can kind of see how the volatility is coming, how the rest of this is playing out. So we got 2 days and 22 hours on this. Okay. So let's keep that in mind when we're charting this. But right now, it's looking ugly. Possible little bounce to the upside and then a rollover, but that's not even guaranteed right now. That's not even guaranteed right now. So it's just if you look at the hourly, well, actually, I didn't look at the hourly. If you look at the 6 hour, it's looking, pretty decent for tomorrow, not for right now. I mean, this thing could get ugly quick, which it already has. But yeah, that would be my area, 73 to 70. And I want to see that hold, guys, because here's the deal. Here's the deal, guys. If you're holding Bitcoin, you do not want to see it falling back into this range. Because look, we already traded in this range over here. Okay, so we don't want to be trading back into this $60,000 and $70,000 range again. Okay, that's not what we want to see. Just because, I mean, we're trying to make progress here if you're a long-term holder. If you're bearish and you're betting against this, then yeah, of course that's what you want to see. And then eventually you want to see it break down to the downside, break this bigger trend. Because guys, I'm going to tell you right now, if we break this bigger trend that started at the bottom of the move down at 15,000, I mean, you talk about ugly. I mean, we're talking about possibly coming all the way back down to 32,000. That would be devastating for the Bulls. I can't imagine. Anything's possible. I mean, we've seen it go up to 69 and drop all the way down to 15. But that was, I mean, I doubt that we can come back down to there. So, but you never know. Never know, guys. I mean, who thought at 69 we'd be back at 15,000, or who thought at 20 grand we'd be back at 3 grand, so you never know. And the list goes on and on. So it's Bitcoin. These things happen. We're already down. I think it was like 33% or something that I looked at. Let me see. Let's get rid of this line because I'm tired of looking at it. So we don't want to fall back into this area. We do not want to go under that green box. That is one thing we do not want to do. We do not want to fall back under this, break both of these trends, and trade back into this range. Oh, that would be terrible. We want to get back up into, if you're bullish, guys, we want to get back up into this range up here. Okay, this is the range we want to be in right here. Okay, we want to be in this range. All right, that's the range we want to be in before we can keep, because you knock on the door, and eventually you keep knocking really hard and the door is going to break. Okay, that's what you want to see if you're bullish. All right, so just keep that in mind. This is kind of what we're looking at. You know what? Let me go to the S&P 500. Ooh, whoa. Do not want to do that. All right, so we're still on this trend. We kind of closed barely above it. So between Bitcoin and the S&P, it looks pretty similar, doesn't it? We got some resistance up here. We'll draw our little zone up here. Excuse me. Let's see here. Here, S&P, boom. See if we can kind of get this little range right up there from 60. Yeah, it's not that big of a range. It's a small little range, but that's where we'd want to see something breaking. Let's see here. Where's my boom right here? Let me get off this here. Right here. Boom. Okay, so we want to see that. We want to see that breaking. Let's see. What do we see? All right, let's look. Let's see how volatile this really is. Oh, it's not looking good, guys. I'm not going to lie. The 5-day is looking pretty bad. Jeez. The 5 days looking pretty bad. Let's look at the daily. The daily's looking pretty bad. Well, there's some hidden bullish divergence, but that's not confirmed yet. Let's see. So stochastic, keep going to the downside. Let's do something I don't do that much. I watch the VIX, but I don't chart it too much. Let's look at the VIX. This is a tricky one because that's an ugly candle on the top there, but a bullish one next to it. It's a catch 22. This is on the daily chart. Potential hidden bullish divergence. This is still looking okay. Everything's still looking all right here. Well, it's starting to get a little bit out of control here. Let's see what we got. Anything? I mean, for the VIX to go like this much, oh man, you would think there'd be some kind of pullback on the VIX. You know, very interesting here. Let's see if we can get some kind of trend. And we got some down here. Let's kind of get some kind of idea of what's going on here in this current move. It's funny. Look how violent it was in 22. So guys, the VIX, if you're not familiar with this will represent basically the violence of the market. Okay, that's what the VIX does. The best in layman's terms, it's the violence of the market. Okay, the higher the VIX goes up, the more violent the stock market gets, especially when it's breaking down. Okay, so if you're seeing red in the streets, the VIX is probably going to be cranking. Okay, so that's kind of what the VIX is all about. Oh shit! I just moved my box here. I mean, the overall market, it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing that we're looking at right here. We're kind of in this box here from 55,666, okay, to 16 or 6147 for the top. So we're kind of in this little range. We're on this trend. So guys, this is just a wait and see. Short term does look like there's possible bounces. Long term, it looks like we might test this green box here around in that 73,835 area to 70,000. So anywhere in that range. You always want to play ranges, guys, because sometimes they'll wick you or stop you out or do something crazy. You'll never get it perfect. I have before, almost like to the penny before, but you always want to have ranges, okay? Because the market's always going to trade in ranges. All right. I think that's it for tonight's video, guys. I kind of dragged this on a little bit. We kind of just went here and just charted some random stuff here and try to get an idea of what is going on with this market. And right now, you got my point of view on it. And it's a wait and see game to see if these trends basically break. Because if they do, then yeah, it's going to get a lot uglier. And then eventually, guys, I'm going to have to chart. Let's see here. We're going to have to chart some of these other XRP and, Tesla and some of these other things, on another day here. But right now, it's all about the Bitcoin. Bitcoin runs the market. Okay. So Bitcoin's not doing good. Everything else will not do good. Okay. That's just the bottom line. Of course, stock market runs everything, but Bitcoin is right up there correlated with the big dogs. So, especially in the crypto community. All right, guys. So listen, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Like the videos, comments, do all that fun stuff. Sub to the channel if you want. It makes me motivated to do these videos. And that's it for tonight's videos. Much love to you guys and peace out.